Hey Jessica, Bruce from Chandler, Arizona. I have a question for you that I'm hoping that you can answer for me because I'm a little bit confused. As I'm out and about in my community here, a lot of times I run into people who have children that have autism, but I've heard these two terms and I'm a little bit confused. And I want to be able to react to them in the same way and be sensitive to what they're talking about, and maybe be of service to them somehow. But I hear people say, well, my child has autism, or the other term they use is they say that their child is on the autism spectrum. I've never been able to get a clear answer on this, so I wanted to turn to you because I realize you're a recognized expert. Can you get back to me and let me know what the difference between the two terms are, autism or the autism spectrum? I would really appreciate that. Thanks for all you do, and I look forward to hearing your answer. Thank you.
Hey, Bruce, thanks for sending your question in. So that's actually a really good question, one I get all the time. There is no real one thing for what autism is. Autism is a set of behavioral traits, and in more likely than not, although we don't know as much about autism and what causes it, and really what the types of autism are, but more likely than not, there's actually a lot of different things that are called autism that make up what autism is. So there's a huge spectrum of really what types of skills that kids have and what types of things that they struggle with, which is what it means when it says autism is a spectrum. A child can have really, really great vocal skills, and they can talk and they can give speeches. They can have a really high intellect and go to college. They also can be nonverbal and need help with everyday tasks. So that's what it means when it says it's a spectrum. Some people fall different places on the spectrum. Now, in terms of just the terms autism versus autism spectrum disorder, they really are the same thing. Autism spectrum disorder is the actual technical term for autism in 2020. It has changed in the recent years, so that wasn't necessarily true. 10, 15 years ago, there were different things, different terms for what autism was then. Even just in 2013, it changed. So right now, anyone saying, my child has autism, my child's on the autism spectrum, you can know it really is the same thing. But the idea of a spectrum means that really a child has children with autism are all different. One of my favorite ways to look at it is one size fits no one. And one of my favorite quotes is, if you've met one child with autism, you've met one child with autism. Every child with autism is different and has different strengths and different weaknesses. And I, always tell parents there's three things that all kids with autism have in common. One is delayed communication skills, delayed social skills, and the presence of some form of repetitive behaviors. So I really hope this answered your question. Thank you so much for sending them in. If you have questions, do what Bruce did. Tag me in a video on social media and I'll make a video to answer your question.